I'd like to say I'm proud to be a part of the PPM, and I'll continue their legacy of transparency in government. In 2005, they started an attitude towards transparency by bringing the Freedom of Information law. They had weekly press briefings. They brought in the first Bill of Rights here in the Cayman Islands, as well as many ways to show that they're going to be a transparent government. And I'll continue that attitude and that track record along with the PPM candidates. I think everybody knows the answer to that, which is jobs and cost of living. Right now, I think we have to have an approach where Caymanians come first. We have to make sure that the laws state that Caymanians have first priority at jobs before we grant any more work permits. There's too many unemployed Caymanians. Yes, there is a place for work permits in this country, but the Caymanians have to be the first priority. Cost of living has to be brought down in some way. The current government has basically stifled our economy by the way they have been behaving. The investigations, the allegations of corruptions, the vote of no confidence, which practically took the premier out of his seat, combined together has ruined the reputation of the country, which has ran a lot of business away, as well as investors, which would have gotten much revenue for the government. And because we can't get that revenue, the government is forced to practically tax the people. What the progressives will do, along with myself, is to bring back that confidence in investors and in business. And when that confidence comes back, we'll build back our revenues, where we can then cut back on those costs that were introduced by the UDP government, bringing up gas prices as well as the import duties. So once we bring back good governance, we can reduce those costs and bring down the cost of living. Make sure that there's an attitude of Cayman priority first, a policy which in any decision that we do, make sure that Caymanians are the top priority. At the same time, having dialogue with investors and business to prove to them that we'll bring good governance back to this country, which will encourage them to reinvest and do business here again and start spending money. Well, the biggest problem that we have right now is the economy is stagnant because people are uncomfortable with the current government. Once we bring back good governance to this country, I'm sure that with the progressives as at the helm of government, that we can convince the local market to start going again and the money starts spending again, which will help the country on a whole and move the country forward. Well, first I'd like to say that I'm proud to be a member of the progressives. I think that though there might be some good independents out there, individually there's not much they can get done, because the system of government that we have, we are part of a party politics in our government where you need the majority to run the house. The question I ask, if you vote for an independent, how do you know what you're going to get? At the end of the day, they have to join 9 other members. And you may find that some of them might even end up joining with the current government, and then you might have the same running of government for the next 4 years that you've had for the past 4 years. I would suggest that the people would know what they get. They'll know what they're getting when they vote for the PPM, because you know what to expect. And it's kind of like the old saying, one bird in your hand is better than 2 in the bush. So when you vote for the PPM, you know what you're going to get. When you vote for an independent, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. And I think people would feel safer with voting with the PPM. I like to tell the people of the Cayman Islands, particularly in Georgetown, that when you vote for Kenneth Bryan, you'll be voting for honesty and transparency. I will not hide anything from you. I will make sure that it's a government that you can trust, and that we'll have open dialogue with the people of this country. The progressives and the other candidates believe in the people of this country, and will not hide, will not be corrupt in any way. We know what it takes to make sure this country moves forward, and we're going to do everything we can. We'll make the policies that will make sure growth for the economy is done, as well as making sure there's priorities for job opportunities for Caymanians. Caymanians are out there, they're hungry, they're unemployed. There's so many people who have jobs who are fear of losing their jobs because they may not be able to feed their families. We will change that, and myself, along with the other PPM candidates, will make sure to bring back a good and proud Cayman.